fine. Just
Off the cuff, we're ruined. Let's do it.
All right, I'm just gonna hit the button.
Yeah, hit the button.
All right, we're live.
Welcome. Do not speak over me, TJ.
I didn't.
Welcome to BitBoy Crypto.
Oh, we got some new beats today.
Oh yeah, we got some new beats. I'm vibing right now. You guys like that? God, I love listening to that.
You can't even.
Can't hear it.
It's
at all.
from Tyler Hero. He sent them in to us.
Tyler
Nice guy.
Hero, not the song. The actual point guard for the Miami Heat.
No.
I know you guys are impressed with my NBA knowledge. No big deal. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, the largest crypto channel in all the interwebs. My name is Ben, still outpacing everybody right now. If you like money in crypto, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I messed my own intro up. Don't forget, guys, to hit the smash the like button while you're at it, so that way everybody knows to see this video. Bitcoin has been dumping huge because every day we show you how to make money in cryptocurrency on this channel. And guys, there's been a lot of crypto been lost. Some of you guys that don't listen to my advice, you guys short the market might have been pretty happy, but most of the people we know got wrecked. Right now, Bitcoin is back up a little bit to a respectable number, but it went, I think, almost down to the 47s. The biggest dump in Bitcoin history. That's what we saw today. Of course, you know who's to blame. I ain't got to tell you who's to blame. You guys already know if you watch this channel who it is. We're going to be looking at that. We're going to be looking at what they did. And then we're going to be looking at, is it helpful? I know that sounds crazy. We're going to be taking a look at some stats that seem to indicate that maybe, possibly, might not be a bad thing that they're doing that. So let's go ahead. We're going to talk about Bitcoin dumping. We're going to talk all kinds of stuff today. But right now, coming in right now at, let's see where we're at. Should be 558K. We're actually at 558K. Right now, we're almost at 560K. Also, guys, I do want to show you guys this. We do have a new channel. Or it's not a new channel. It's our channel we've had for a while. The BitSquad was 73,000. We are going to be rebranding this, I believe, as a new name of one of our companies, but it's gonna. You guys are gonna get a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff here. We got a new videographer that's checking stuff out on a daily basis for us, and he came in on a heck of a day, didn't he? Am I right? Am I right? Is this the best or the worst day he could have started, TJ?
I think it was a pretty good day. A lot of action right off the rip.
Lot of action. That's understatement of the year for sure. So let's jump in. Let's talk about, well, we're going to talk about the dump first. Thought we were going to talk. Can you switch those? Is that possible? Or is it not possible?
I mean, I could just do this.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to start with Market Watch, then we'll go up. I think we had a little,
actually, I can't do that.
Miscommunication there. Oh, he can. He's going to fix it. Okay, guys, let's talk about the markets. Right now, Bitcoin coming in at $53,170. Ethereum at $1,721. Ethereum went all the way down to $1,530. I saw it at $1,520, I think. I thought it was going into the 1400s. And you know what's interesting is if you watched this channel before, I told you guys that I believed that we would never see the 1400s again for Ethereum, but I never said we wouldn't see the 1500s. I didn't think that we would, honestly, as things were going ahead. But we definitely saw it, and we did not see the 1400s. Now, the overall market cap coming in at 1.6 trillion, it ain't that bad. I mean, we were at 1.75 trillion over the weekend. I mean, here's the thing, guys. If you are an investor, if you are someone who just puts money in crypto and you watch it and you just, it goes up, goes down. Guys, we lost 7 figures in our portfolio today. Like, that's how big of a dump this was. Massive, massive, massive dump. And the thing about it is that when this happens, if it's in my portfolio, it don't bother me. It don't bother me a bit. I just look at it, I'm like, down today, no big deal. And then, if you're trading, though, on the other hand, it absolutely, did Cardano wake down to 15 cents? We'll look in a minute. But if you're trading, it's a whole different ballgame. And I want you guys to know, I know a lot of you guys are trading. I know a lot of you guys are trading on Bybit, and I think it's a good thing. I think trading on Bybit is a good thing. You've seen what we've done. We got a new challenge we're going to be talking about in a little bit. We're going to do with leverage trading, which is some pretty cool stuff. But what I wanted to say about this is tonight at 6 p.m., instead of our regular kind of like scripted video where I'm going to be talking to you guys about, whatever it is. We had some coins we're reviewing, some larger coins that people have been asking about and things like that. I'm just going to have a heart with you guys tonight. 6 p.m. I'm going to tell you guys, if today was a hard day for you, if today was a hard day, I want to talk to you about it. And we will do that tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have an interview with Carl from the Moon where we're going to talk about price targets for where Bitcoin could be heading to. So you're definitely going to want to check out those 2 videos today. The point here is, we'll get back to the market cap, is if you're an investor, this $1.6 trillion that you see right here on the screen, it don't bother you that much because it dropped like 150, whatever it is, $billion, but you're not down that much. However, if you were trading, be like I did, you got liquidated. We got liquidated pretty bad today. So we'll be talking about that here in a little. Let's see, 1.6 billion Bitcoin inflow to Gemini, not just F2Pool. Actually, we'll take a look. I think almost all of that is F2Pool. It is, and that's one thing we're going to be talking about is when we get to the massive dump section, is F2Pool is doing some really crazy stuff. And Cointelegraph may be trying to cover for him. So we're going to look at that. You guys know I don't like Cointelegraph. They had me on their channel one time last year, and some people say it didn't go well. It didn't bother me that much, but the thing about it is, I got nothing to do with these people, man. Like they do all of these, paid press releases on there, and some people say they don't always say they're paid, but I haven't seen them say. I'm just telling you what some people say. But there's a lot with Cointelegraph I don't like, and we're going to get into some of that today because they're covering for people, and I don't like that. That's market manipulation. So let's look at the biggest winners of the day. There are some winners today. And Crypto.com, CRO, a company that we work with actually on the Crypto.com card, you guys will see that they pumped huge today. They were actually, look at this, massive move today from CRO. Up 65%. CRO was down in the 30s, I think, after being in the top 10 briefly and then falling out. And then what did they do? They restructured their ability to stake. They lowered their staking amounts or the percentages that people were making, and they didn't really like that. And then they saw some downturn, but they're back, guys. They're back up to number 16 on the move. We love Crypto.com. If you want to check out Crypto.com, by the way, you can head on over to bitboycrypto.com/deals and just click here, and you can get $25 for free when you use the card. But you do have to use the code BitBoy. I think that's supposed to have changed here. Can you clear that cache, Mr. Elron? But so when you go here, you should see all you got to do is enter the code BitBoy. You get $25 off on the card. But we love CRO. We think CRO is great. Phantom, another project. One of my researchers, Forza, he loves Phantom. He's been trying to get me in on it forever. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't, and I feel stupid now. I should have listened to that guy. You'd think I'd listen to my own research team. But, I mean, we're just so into so many different coins. We got Holochain up 26%. KuCoin tokens. You guys know I love KuCoin. If you want to check out KuCoin, you can do that on bitboycrypto.com/deals. IOST, another project we love, up. And we've got PoonDX with a huge move this week. PoonDX, I thought this project was basically dead. It's like point of sale services for accepting crypto. So very interesting. And then Kusama holding really good today as well. Luna, I still don't know much about that one. Bitcoin Gold, I don't really like Forex, man. And I see some people in the chat asking about the Bondly video. It's just a long story. It's nothing bad. The Bondly video will be out hopefully tomorrow. Just waiting on a couple things to get finished so we can put that in. So there's nothing intentional about that. It's just when you do as many videos and have a schedule like we do, sometimes you can't get them out when you think you can. So, all right, let's talk about the massive dump, guys. And let me find the right story here. Where is the one? Where is it? I cannot find it. Here it is. Nope, that's not it. Where is the one that says the biggest candle ever? Can't find it. Anyways, guys, the point is this is the biggest Bitcoin candle in history. It dropped 18%, and we'll look at the Bitcoin chart in a minute. It dropped 18%, but what you have to understand is as the numbers get higher, there's certainly been an 18% drop in a day before, but as the numbers get higher, that 18% dwarfs every other 18% in the history of Bitcoin. So we're talking about a $10,000 move in a day. A $10,000 $7,000 move in a day. How insane is that to think about? Here it is right here. Bitcoin prints biggest hourly candle in history after BTC rebounds strongly to $54,000. Fresh criticism from the U.S. Treasury Secretary, so Janet, Notel, and Yellen had some comments to think about. Bitcoin lost $6,000 in a few minutes. A $7,000 hourly candle. $7,000. And this is where you really got to think about, trading in general and how difficult it is. And when we get to the liquidation part, I'm going to talk about, I got liquidated twice. Why? Because you can't really change strategies when you have something that works, okay? For months, what we've been doing is when we get dips, we buy in, we catch the bounces, right? You have certain levels you look at and you say, I can anticipate this, I can anticipate this. You can't anticipate a $7,000 hourly candle. We got liquidated twice in that same hourly candle. The same things that we've been doing to go up are the same things that can catch you back on the way down. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. We still up massively in the account, and it's fine. We're going to be talking about new challenge we're going to be doing. But the thing is, you can't, and I think this is a big problem that traders have. A lot of traders. You have to understand you are going to lose. We had so many, guys, we had probably 90 out of 100 trades that were green. That's insane. Nobody wins that much, except for me. I'm just kidding. There was an element of luck to it, guys. There's an element of luck to winning that much. You're not going to win every trade. Do you want me to see that one?
No.
Okay. There's an element of luck in that we just didn't run into one of these buzzsaws, because eventually you're going to run into one. And finally today we did, and I'm just lucky that we had withdrawn like 10 Bitcoin from the account last week, or else I would have had a lot more. I probably would have got liquidated for a lot more than I got liquidated for. And so there was a little luck on my side for that too. So it was about 3.5 Bitcoin. We had made 23 in the account. So it is what it is.
But that's also not luck. That's strategy. That's why we withdraw it from the account.
Exactly. TJ, that's a really good point. That is a strategy we use, because eventually you're going to get this massive dump. It's going to happen. You have to build that into your strategy and realize, when I got big profits on the table, I'm going to take those off, because I know eventually I'm going to run into the buzzsaw. I know you guys see these other traders. I know you see Crypto. I know you see CryptoFace. I know you see a lot of these guys. They have pretty low leverage. They'll use like 5 to 7x. But, Crypto uses 30 sometimes. But they have insane amounts in those accounts. Millions of dollars. The trades are in green, millions of dollars sometimes. And for me, I would rather just pull it out. It's a lot of money. I'd rather just pull it out, be done with it, and start over than I would to just let that money sit there, because, guys, I'm a degenerate. I'm a gambler. I've had gambling problems in my life for sure. Now I'm kind of at a different place with that. It's fun, but I'm not trying to do it to like necessarily make money like gambling or whatever. But the thing is, I know eventually I'm going to end up losing, and I just want to make sure that when I'm doing that, the maximum amount that I can lose is not all the money I've made, because eventually I'll lose it, So it's strategic to lock in profits, because these massive dumps, they do happen. This is a key line here, though. Buyers line up to steal a sub $50,000 Bitcoin. It was under $50,000. I don't think it's your last chance to get a 50K Bitcoin in history. I think it will go back down there at some point. But you did see, with as massive a dump it is, how strong it bounced. Jeremy Clore says, $5 super chat, what's a good entry for a long today? Got liquidated this morning and looking to get back in LO. We'll be looking at the Bitcoin chart. For me personally, after getting liquidated twice today, I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to chill, right? Because part of our strategy is what? When it goes down, it wicks down, you sell out, or you get liquidated, whatever it is, you go back in, and you should make the money right back. Well, when you get liquidated twice, you may have to sit there and punt and say, I'm going to wait to see some more stuff to feel more comfortable. Go back to my small ball strategy, because the long ball strategy is really to get back a big loss all at one time And if you can't do that, if you don't do it and you get liquidated again, you may just have to punt. So we're going to be looking at some of that. Jacob Shark Crypto says he's pregnant. Why are you telling me that? You made it sound like that's my baby. It's not my baby. It ain't my baby. Okay, let's see. Was there something else I wanted to talk about with this? Maybe it was with the F2. Let me find the Cointelegraph article here. Bitcoin price crashes below 48K, but is the bull market in danger? So even though the price dropped in at $48,000, and we'll be looking at the charting stuff. Thank you for that, Luke. Also, we'll be looking at the charting stuff in a little bit, but I did want to show this. There was a bearish divergence playing to the downside, but this is what I want to show you guys here. This pullback, which many anticipated as 28,000 Bitcoin was deposited to Gemini, also caused other cryptocurrencies to fall alongside Bitcoin. Now, here's the thing, guys. We know who the majority of this was. We know who a huge chunk of this was. We know this is F2Pool. And we're going to look at this here in just a second and show you how we know a big percentage of that was. Let's check out the F2Pool Antics here. Okay. So this is, let's go to the daily chart here. We'll look at the daily chart, and you guys can see exactly how much Bitcoin they sold out in the last 24 hours. And when you look at the last 24 hours, you really got to include, let's see. So this is the 21st. This is today. This is just so far. So far, they sold out 66,000 or 6,600, and yesterday, 1,634. So 28,000. Let's see. Alex Smith said, BitBoy, is the meet and greet still on in Vegas? I would love to meet the guy that changed my life forever, and that's you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, so actually what we're going to be doing is my dude Dimitri at the Venetian. He says there's people at the Venetian that watch us. So everybody that works at the Venetian, I love you. I just want you to know that. But the thing is, we're going to probably be doing a meetup kind of in the casino at the near one of the bars they have in there. You guys know I don't drink, but I can certainly go to a bar, hang out with you guys. We will probably have a table in there, and then also kind of come talk in the casino, talk, you know, kind of around the bar area. It's a lounge, actually. It's a lounge. So that's probably what we're doing. We're going to look at a couple other options maybe today and tomorrow, but I like the idea of having a window, like from, I don't know, 7 o'clock to like 11 o'clock, sometime in that window. We'll be there all 4 hours. I might be gambling right close by. I might be at the lounge, but I'm going to be in that vicinity right there. You guys can come, hang out, kick it. We're not going to do anything super organized. We're not going to have a talk or anything. I just want to meet you guys and hang out, you know? And then I think at some point on Saturday, I'll go be filming with Graham Stephan. So that's going to be real fun. I know Mr. Aaron Schmees just lost his mind when he found that out. So anyways, guys, let's come back here. Let's look at F2Pool. It is on. We are doing that in Vegas, by the way. Okay, so this is the daily flows. Well, let's look at the hourly flows. And here's where things get really wild. Okay, let's zoom in on the last, let's see. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. Since they started dumping, let's look at that. Look how big this is, guys. In 1 hour. And you got to understand, the total amount isn't necessarily what's important. It's the plunge. Because if they sold off the exact same amount of Bitcoin that they have sold off in the last 2 months, but they sold an even amount each day, it would not have this effect on the market. But the fact that in 1 hour, they sell 3,633 Bitcoin. What's that math?
Let's see, at what price?
Let's just say, what was it? $57,000.
36,300.
Yep.
1.8 billion.
$1.8 billion in 1 hour. That's not even the day. 1 hour. How crazy is that?
That's insane.
That's insane. That's more than Tesla bought. Now, one thing a lot of people are saying is a lot of this F2Pool stuff, which I'm telling you guys, we got Mining Expose coming out this week, okay? But one thing people are saying is that Michael Saylor's getting ready to do this $900 million buy. Where's all that coming from? That's what this could be going. We know because George from Cryptos R Us, shout out to George, he found that all his money was going to Gemini. So when you see Cointelegraph talking about, just random, 28, wherever it was, 28,000 BTC deposited to Gemini, we know over a quarter of that Probably about a third of it is coming directly from F2Pool. And I wish we could find, I want to find where the rest of it went. I'll be interested to see. I want to dig into the exchange inflows and find out where that's coming from. Because I would be willing to bet if we were to go in and dig on the mining charts here, the miner flows, and look at the all flows here. Let's look at this chart here from Crypto Quant, and we were to go to the hourly. So crazy.
It's just crazy to look at that spike and how immediately it dumps on it. Like, it's every time. It's nuts.
Golly, am I reading this right? No, so the entire hour is them because it was 3,600, right? This is the thing you got to realize about these people, man. You got to realize when you're looking at this, they sold that much in an hour. The other mining pools aren't doing this. Look at that hour. It's all them. It's like the exact same number. 36.45 versus 36 something. It's all them. And that's where things get really dicey. And I would be really interested to see what other sources this money is coming from because these people are getting a little smart. You know, they work with some of these other mining pools and they got a lot of other stuff happening. I bet you we can track all of this money back to them. I bet we can track all 28,000 Bitcoin pretty much back to them. They're going to be sending this over to, custodial pools and things like that, or custodianship. This is probably where Michael Saylor is going to get some of that money from. You got to think 1.3 billion versus, you said, 1.3 billion versus he's getting ready to buy 900 million for MicroStrategy. We know Grayscale is going to be buying more and stuff like that. So I think that, great question, David. Will ETH ever break past 2K? It already did. It did break past 2K. It's back down now. And this is why, guys, it's so important not to trade Ethereum on Bybit. I'm done with it. I'll never do it again. I really won't. Because why would you do that? What happens when I run out of stuff? Sell. That's a funny story. But yeah, I totally lost my train of thought. What was I saying, TJ? Do you remember?
Nope.
Okay. Well, great. Well, we'll move on. So let's talk about friend or foe. So here's the question. You guys know this is the NewPool here. This is the NewPool chart. This is an indicator of what happens when all of the wallets. Somebody said AZB says, "Thank you for all the good info you provided us. You have the courage to give price forecasts, which many don't. Question about Bybit. We can sign up using a VPN. Whether legal ramifications for using it in the U.S." We get that question a lot, and these are the 2 points I'll make. Number one, pay your taxes on your Bybit money. If it's coming in to Coinbase or wherever, when you're taking profits, like it'll be taxed there, so you don't got to worry. You don't want to double tax yourself, but you do want to turn in your money from Bybit. That's a real thing. You don't want to hide that money at all. I always speak out. You do not want to hide any crypto. I know people, that's kind of the point. People love it. It's private. It's anonymous, whatever. Make sure you're paying your taxes, just like we talked about yesterday with TaxBit, or else you will get got. So I say cover it on the front end. Don't worry about it on the back end. But aside from that, the legal ramifications are none. It's not illegal for you to trade there. It's not illegal for you to trade there. It's illegal for any. It's technically illegal against SEC guidelines for any place to allow you to do it. But it's not illegal for you. SEC protects you. They don't protect the institutions. They don't protect the services. That's who the SEC goes after. There's 0 cases. You guys can go and look up on the SEC website. You can pull up digital currency, see all their moves. They don't regulate you. They regulate them. Does that make sense? So you guys go look at every single case that the SEC has pursued. They almost all have one major thing in common, which is there's lying and manipulation somewhere. It's never like somebody accidentally did something and they pursued action. Number 2, it's not individuals that are trading. It's people that are running trading sites. And we guys know CFTC went after Arthur Hayes, American, right? SEC does have long arms now. The SEC can go after places that are not just American, but the precedent is pretty much everybody they have gone after in digital currencies have strong American ties. We'll just say it like that. So, okay, so we're going to look at the NewPool here. Anytime it's in the blue, that means that almost all wallets are in profit, but they're unrealized. They haven't actually sold out of the profits yet. And we call this euphoria when it gets in the blue. Well, if you look over here to the right side and you see, man, it's very close. The number is 75.75. When 75% of all wallets are in unrealized profit, people start taking profits every single time. Now, it might be a matter of time, like this one right here. The highest peak could get up to where 87% of wallets were in unrealized profit. But what can you take away from this? There's a place where people will take profits. Let's see here. So when you come here and you zoom in, this is what I want to show you guys. When you zoom in on the last 2 weeks and you look at how close we got yesterday, we were at 0.748. We were 0.012 away, 0.012% away from getting in the 75 zone in the blue, where we always see a fall. And the question is F2Pool our friend or are they our foe? Because I think most of us would say it's our foe. And most people would say they're trying to screw us and that they're dumping the price, and they are obviously dumping the price. And we look at that and we say, well, obviously they're doing it because they're leveraging on the way down. They're trying to maximize their mining profits. We've talked about it a lot. We've talked about it, and we even mentioned it earlier on the stream. When they dollar cost average out, they actually make more money. But you know, the interesting thing is when you go back and you look, let's zoom in here for the last 3 months. January 8th. Let's see what they were doing on January 8th. Look at that. Interesting. So when you look, let's zoom in a little bit more on this, and let's compare where the new pool was. And everybody knows this is a real thing. This is one of the strongest predictors of the bear market or of price dumping. Okay, so real quick, William Boley says, please elaborate as why you will not trade ETH on Bybit anymore. It's because Bitcoin controls too much of the market action. And like if Ethereum's dropping, sometimes it has nothing to do with the technicals on Ethereum. It only has to do with what Bitcoin's doing. And I'm tired of that game. I'm tired of losing an ETH trade or being way up on an ETH trade because everything's popping, everything's going well, and then all of a sudden Bitcoin dumps. And when I see that all of a sudden my trade goes the wrong way, I go check the Bybit price of Bitcoin and it's down $400. I'm like, oh, that's obviously why Ethereum dropped. I'm tired of that game. There's just no reason to do it. You can make just as much money trading I make much more money trading Bitcoin than I do Ethereum right now. And that may change at some point, but that's my strategy right now. Okay, so when we look at this, you guys see they dumped 480 in 1 hour, which is one of the highest they ever did on the day where the new pool was at its peak. The next day it was it went up to 0.71. That would have been on January 14th. Come over here, January 14th. And you guys can see they did not dump a lot that day. So I don't know. Maybe there's not anything to look at here. But we do know that just now when they dumped at $57,000, the highest amount they've ever dumped in 1 hour, that the new pool was at its absolute peak. And it's like, I'm just saying, and I know I mentioned it before, but is it possible that we could give these people the benefit of the doubt? I want to believe they're altruistic. I want to believe that they care about the thing that they mine. But they do seem to be like real big douches. I will say that. I mean, they blocked me on freaking Twitter. So like, what does that say? They blocked me on Twitter. I mean, they hate me obviously. So, oh, good. Good thing you didn't show that finger there. But the point here is that they dumped, but a thing that also occurred at the same time is that it's going to cause our new pool to plunge again. Our new pool is about to plunge. After today, people are going to be scared. People got liquidated, but yet the price of Bitcoin has recovered nicely, but we are going to see that new pool drop back down, possibly extending this bull run even further. So I don't know. Are they friend or are they trying to? If you think they're a friend, if you think they're doing this strategically to make the market continue in an upward trajectory, right? F2Pool bullish. If you think that they are just trying to price manipulate and they're a bunch of douches, right? F2 bearish. Let's see what we get over there. So somebody says, do you think there will be another big dump today before we pump? Yeah. So anyways, we could possibly get that. We could possibly get that. So, let's see here. So where do we want to go? Liquidated. Okay, so let's talk about Bybit. First of all, guys, if you enjoy being liquidated, make sure to head on over to bitboycrypto.com/deals and sign up for Bybit trading. We do also have, guys, a huge Bybit trading competition that's, I think it's a site-wide trading competition. It's not just for the BitSquad. But you guys, a lot of people say bullish. A lot of people think they're doing it. Wow, I'm really surprised by that. A lot of people think they're doing it to keep the excitement level down. I don't know. We'll give them a bit of the doubt. If that's what you guys think, we'll go with that. But we do know, but I do want to be clear about this. There's no question, literally no question, that when they dump their Bitcoin, it manipulates the price down. There's no question about that.
Right.
The reasoning behind it, it depends. So, guys, if you want to sign up for Bybit, make sure to do that here. And look, guys, a lot of people have been shorting and they've been making money. For me personally, I only long in the bull market. In the bear market, we will short that out of it for sure. But what I wanted to show you guys is, do I have Bybit even pulled up over here somewhere? Maybe I don't. Maybe I'll click on it and see what happens. Maybe I'll click the link. Nope, that's not it. That is not it. Assets. Here we go. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you guys this. I got wrecked yesterday. I got wrecked real hard. I got liquidated twice. But look, I got $857. Let's try to build it back up. But I'll just show you guys. I got absolutely wrecked yesterday. You guys can see in this account we're still up 19.36 BTC. So we still made 7 figures in this account. Big announcement about this account here after this. Big announcement. I lost almost 4 BTC. Wow, it gets bigger every time I look at it.
Wow.
207K we lost today. That's brutal.
Yeah, there goes the Lambo.
There goes the Lambo, guys. There goes the Lambo.
It was fun.
We had a good run, man. We really did. The Lambo stuff was fun while we talked about it. We really did enjoy the Lambo. But, guys, obviously, I got liquidated for this was my trade I got wrecked on the other day, and then we got wrecked here. All that was in the last 24 hours. 0.53 BTC, 0.53 BTC, 1.6, 1.16. So we got liquidated. It's, guys, who else do you know is brave enough to show you this? Who comes on their stream and says, I'm a great trader, look, I just lost 4 biddies? Who does that? Me. You know why? 97 on guts. Okay, 97 on guts. We have been crushing it, guys. Now, those are 3 trades you're looking at. I know it looks like a lot of red there. It's 3 trades. And to be fair to Market Cypher, and look at all the green before that, though, guys. I mean, just look at all the green. It's like a green field over there. We go all the way back in this account, and it's so much green, it's insane. But the thing about it is that we were going to run into this at some point, and that's why we remove Bitcoin when we're up real big. You know, that's how we were able to make 7 figures in 6 weeks on this channel. 7 figures in 6 weeks. Like, you can't beat that. We started with 4 Bitcoin. At the time, it was like 80 grand basically, or maybe it was 90 grand. So it's still a decent amount, but that's all profit, by the way. That's not including the 90 grand. That's all profit. So the point is, we did really well with this account, but I did get absolutely wrecked by this dip. Eventually, this is going to happen. You have to plan for this. You have to understand, mother chuckers. See, somebody says mother chuckers down there. You have to understand that you are going to get wrecked when you leverage trade, unless you use very tight stop losses, which I suggest definitely the best way for you to do it. Wait, hold on, guys. Today's show brought to you by water. That's so funny. I got a giant water bottle, like a 1 liter one, you know, or whatever it is, or a gallon, whatever, and I left it at home. So the water challenge is not starting off great today. So anyways, you got to remember, it's going to happen. I got liquidated. I'm not afraid to talk about it. Part of my strategy is I don't use stop losses because I want the wiggle room. That's how I get the home runs, because you know the chicks dig the long ball. chicks dig the long ball. They don't like the small ball play. So you do it sometimes. Sometimes you get liquidated. Sometimes you can make money, on the way down. Duffing says, is the bull market over when we hit the euphoric stage? It seems to dump all the way down every year into a bear market after the euphoric stage. Yes, basically.
Except it didn't in 2013.
I'm going to get to that. Let me pull it back up here. Let me go to the all-time here, and here's what I want to show you guys. If you go back to the first run, okay, 2011, 2012.
It's also important to note that it's not years, it's cycles. It's 4-year cycles, not 1-year cycles.
Right, 4-year cycles, not 1-year cycles.
Yeah, the other guy said every year. It doesn't go down.
No, it's not. No. It's like a 3-year and 10-month cycle if you really want to get technical.
Right.
But the first one, it had 3 times it got to euphoric stage, but we're talking about the price at $29, okay? The second run, we called the first one here hyper-Bitcoinization. This is where it was like uncharacteristically high before having a drop. And then it went basically from, let's see what the price was at the peak. The price of the peak was $160, $164. And then the bottom, it went all the way back down to $66. It's like a 60, 70% drop. Then it shot right back up. It shot right back up to $829 at the peak, I believe it was. So it over 10x'd. Now, in 2017, it was a little bit different. In 2017, we had pretty much one long continuous run, and when it finally got to euphoria, it dumped down. We never got, here's an important thing to know, in 2017, we never got as close to euphoria without hitting euphoria as we just did. We were 0.0012% away or something, whatever, 0.012%, whatever it was. These people with these comments. But anyways, I love a lot of your comments. Most of your comments are good. Sometimes I'm just, some of y'all make stupid comments. I'm sorry. Some of these comments I read in here, I'm just like, what kind of idiot says that? I'm sorry. I just gotta, 99% of y'all are awesome. And you are smart. You watch this channel. You're great. But the blanket generalizations that some of these people say, like, I'm just like, this is the reason why you're a loser.
Oh, come on.
Like, I'm serious. If you have a loser mentality that, oh, everybody can't make money or nobody will win or, everybody eventually, loses all their money in crypto, like, get the F out of here.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
That's a losing mentality. Get that Mamba mentality. Do you think I thought I would ever be where I'm at right now? No, I didn't. In my wildest dreams of where I thought this channel would go, and I'm a dreamer. In my wildest dreams for where I thought this channel could go and how much money I can make in cryptocurrency, I've exceeded that times 10. Okay? My wildest dreams. If you got a mentality that you are going to lose, you are going to stay a loser. Mentality is the most important thing in cryptocurrency. Markets are 100% psychological. That's all it's based on. Market psychology. It's based on the human mind. So if you think you're going to be a loser, if you think everybody else around you is going to be a loser, you're going to be a loser. It's self-fulfilling prophecy. So you know what? I'm not Tony Robbins up here. I'm not up here patting you on the back, say, go be your best self and do you. What I'm telling you is, if you want to have a winning mindset, you're going to be a winner. If you can't do that, you're going to be a loser.
Yeah, I like to say winners win.
Winners win, baby. That's what they do. That's what they do. And it starts with the mind, because you know what? Ain't nothing separate me man to man from most of y'all. I could probably whoop some of y'all pretty good. Okay. I'm just kidding. But sorry, I'm wearing my cowboy jacket today, so I feel a little
feisty.
Ballsy, a little feisty. But the fact is, nothing separates you from me. A lot of y'all are probably IQ smarter than me. I got pretty high IQ. There's some of y'all out there that are. Difference is what we do with what we've been given, And you got talents, you got skills, you got things that only you can do. And when you take those things and you take that to the next level, you can be more successful in your wildest dreams. That's what I want to say. Sorry, that I got a little triggered by a comment. It wasn't directed at me, it was directed at the BitSquad. That's what made me so mad, is reading that somebody was saying all y'all are going to lose money, and that's not the case. Mr. True Shoe says, I got liquidated this morning, then again almost instantly, but moved more money in and made it all back, plus 25% gains. Love you guys. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we do know that's a good strategy. That's how we have actually made almost all of our losses back. But today, if you move on to the next thing there, today we decided we're going to do something different. So we have decided that we are going to close this account a winner. we are going to close this cap. Now, we're not actually going to close it. It's going to stay open. But we decided to put ourselves on a new trajectory, right? We know you guys like the 1K to 10K challenge that we're doing. As you guys can see, we have the widget on the website. You guys can get here by going to bitboycrypto.com and then clicking challenge. We're actually up. Oh, I see you changed that username. That's good. We're up right now. We're still up about 30%. I mean, technically, it's maybe somewhere around there, which is good considering everything's deep in the red. I know we said we were going to move some of this Ethereum over to Binance Smart Chain, but with the dip, we decided to hold off on that. I was gonna come in and do it this morning, but obviously things changed. So right now we're just kind of waiting for some of this stuff to bounce back. We're still up. That's important. We're doing well, but we're not going to cover this every day because we didn't make any changes. We also want to get another challenge going on, okay, with Bybit, because I said that we were not going to do the 1K to 10K challenge. We were not going to leverage trade with it because, that's hard, right? That's very, very, very difficult to actually, let me reverse that. It's much easier with leverage trading. It's much easier to make $10,000 off of 1,000 with leverage trading. It's almost like a cheat code. Yeah, you can get you can get wrecked, you can lose all your money. That's definitely true. But, it's easier to get a 10x gain leverage trading. We want to do it strictly by doing what most of y'all are doing. It's buying and investing in cryptocurrencies, swing trading them when they're up, buying some when they're down and things like that. But what we want to do is we want to start a new challenge, a six-figure special. We are going to attempt to turn, what do you think it is? $10,000, TJ, is what you want to do?
Yeah, I think 10,000 to 100K.
We are going to take $10,000 to 100K on Bybit. So that is going to be the new focus. We're going to create a new account for it so it starts fresh. And plus, I don't have to log in and look at that every day. But the point is we want to start fresh because we want to be able to track this thing from the very beginning. Because I know, even though I feel really good that we turned 4 Bitcoin into $1 million, that's really impressive. It impresses me. I've said it many times. I can't even believe I was able to do it. But I know most of you guys don't have 4 Bitcoin, right? A lot of you guys don't even have, 0.25 BTC. But that's basically, we're going to be starting with less than that. We're going to be starting with, I guess that's 0.225 BTC, something like that at $50,000. And we're going to try to turn that into $100,000, which would basically be to 2 Bitcoin. So every day when we look at our trades, we're going to be updating you guys on what's going on with that. We think that's a cool way to do it instead of just, showing you guys some random numbers. And a lot of you guys don't care. The numbers are so big. It's fantasy world to me too, just so you guys know. So it's really surreal looking at numbers that are this big all the time. So I know sometimes that gets a little lost in the translation. And I think showing you guys this challenge where we'll be taking $10,000, turn it into $100,000. And just to show you guys that it is possible. It is possible to do. And if I can do it, I can tell you this. If I, as a degenerate gambler who's very prone to lose all of my money, if I can do it, then someone with a more calm and more level head, which is all of y'all, should be able to do it too. So what do you think, TJ? You think I can do it?
I think you can do it. I believe in you.
Don't make me blush. My wife said, she said that she couldn't believe how red my face got when you said the greatest decision you ever made was coming to work here.
It was a good trade, I said, I think. Yeah.
It was a good trade-off. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're not going to have widgets or anything you guys can track. We'll just talk about it on the stream every day. We'll be, showing that. Now, of course, if you do want to sign up, I got to do this. Make sure you guys head on over to bitboycrypto.com/deals. I should probably pull it up. And you guys can sign up for Bybit right here on the page. There it is, right at the top. Wow, did that format change? I think the format changed somehow. But anyways, you can get it right there at the top. Sign up here. You go to the site and put your information in. If you need a VPN, you guys can use Unlimited VPN. We love Unlimited VPN. We think it is, one of the best ones out there. It's so easy to use. I know a lot of you guys have signed up for it. You guys make sure you use it right. We did a tutorial on it a while back. Make sure you actually have it turned on. I like to use Germany IPs for whatever reason. They seem to work pretty well for me. And then if you watched our video yesterday, you want to check out TaxBit, you can do that there too. So let's get into, wait, hold on. Let me read that there. On Binance, I have a lot of, this is a very important question. On Binance, I have a lot of minuscule coins left over from trades. Do you know how to consolidate them? Yes, you should be able on Binance.com or I don't know if Binance.us has it. I believe they probably do, though.
I don't think they do. You're talking about convert to dust?
They don't have it?
I don't think so.
Oh, wow. Binance.com, you can do it. I don't know about Binance.us, but Binance.com, you have an option to convert the dust, which means all your small coins into BNB, which right now is looking like a pretty lucrative thing. Somebody said current thoughts on ADA as far as buying. I would say anything under $1. I mean, anything under $1 you can get Cardano on. I would say get it. Right now it's at 99 cents, so it might be your last best chance. I tell you what, Cardano is held like a mother chucker. It has not dropped that much. It's down 11% today, but still up 13% for the week. That's after the massive week it had the week before. We've actually done a Cosmos Polkadot comparison video. We've already done that video. Thank you for the super chat. So anyways, that's what we're going to be doing for the six-figure trade. Somebody says we're going to be showing the trades live in the 10K to 100K challenge. We are not going to be executing trades on the stream. And the reason for that is because we think we could run into some issues with YouTube doing that, where it gets portrayed where people can just live do what I'm doing, and that could lead to
basically
people losing money, stuff like that.
YouTube doesn't like it.
YouTube does not like that. So you guys notice, like when we're covering trades recently, what we started doing is not doing them live and things like that. So we'll execute them with the screen not on. So there you go. Okay, all right. So let's look at the Bitcoin chart here. Okay. So, God, what a candle. I mean, that's on the hourly. Look at the daily. This is the largest candle in Bitcoin history, and it is almost fully recovered. Look at that. Wow. That thing went up. God, it went all the way down to 46? No, 47,575 is what it was at. Yeah, 47,575 is what it dropped to. Right now, it's coming in at 54,000. It opened at 55,400. That's about where I got in at and got freaking brutally crushed twice. Man, I've never been liquidated that fast with less than 100x leverage. It was so crazy.
Someone said TJ is your hedge. I like that comment.
It's true. You guys know, because y'all would know I would already have a Lambo if TJ wasn't here. Me and TJ are partners, just so you guys know. Yeah. Do I want to clarify that?
No, I don't think you do.
No, I'm not going to clarify. TJ's my partner.
You take with that what you want.
You guys can take that however you want. So, we are partners in this. We get a lot of questions on what is TJ. I wonder that myself, for a long time. TJ worked here for like 2 months. I never even paid him. Is that true?
Yeah, that's very true.
Why did you do that?
I'm a risk taker.
It paid off. It paid off big time. So anyways, guys, back to this candle. Now, if you look at Market Cipher down here, you guys will see that we did get a red dot on the daily. That's the first red dot we've had since the 12th of February. And we had a green dot on the 18th, which was when things really started going crazy for Bitcoin. But we did have an indication that this was coming. When we come over here and we look at the 4-hour chart, and let me use my handy dandy. There we go. When you look here at the 4-hour chart, I mean, this candle is so freaking massive. 18% drop, I believe, in the 4-hour here. In the 4-hour, it was at 15%. If we go to the daily and go wick to wick with the ruler here, you guys will see, I mean, it was a 18% drop. I think I didn't get it from the top. Let me try to, from the top, make it drop. It was 18% from my match, 17.67. So this was a huge drop. Now, if you guys remember when we were looking at the monthly chart at the end of January, when we were very concerned about what was happening for Bitcoin, when we were looking at that, we had said it needed to be under a 20% wick, and it ended at, or about a 20%, it ended at 21%. But we had talked about how when it was down below 40, because at one point it was like this low, I think almost, or it was close to that. It was at 28,000. It was like 33%. If it had gone lower than that and it closed the month, that would have been super, super bearish. Somebody says, how will we follow the 6-hour special if your trades are not live? Can't wait to follow this challenge. Love your content. Guys, the point here is not for you to copy what I do. Like, I think that's a lot of confusion here, especially with like the 1K to 10K challenge. This isn't so you can say, I do every single thing exactly like he does it, and I will duplicate those results. That's not what this is about. This is showing you that starting with almost nothing, I know $10,000 isn't nothing, but starting from a very small amount, I can turn it into a very large amount, and I can reproduce that over and over and over again.
Well, and it's also about showing the thought, the rationale, the strategy that goes, and talking about what goes into each trade. So we'll show as much as we can about the details, but I think they're just getting hung up on the actual live showing. Like, we're going to talk about it on the live stream every day. And explain,
we'll show you where the trades are at.
And exactly. Go ahead.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we'll show you where the trades are at, but the thing is we're not going to be, just executing them live. We don't want you to do exactly what we're doing. This is empowerment. Like, guys, this sounds so cliche, right? But, give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, he fishes for life. I was right where you're at one time, right? Like, I accidentally got into Bitcoin in the beginning, in 2012. Accidentally. It wasn't until 2017 that I really committed everything and put all my chips to the center of the table. And then early 2018, we started the channel in January. It's not... in one cycle, I became what I am. In one cycle. One full bull cycle, bear market, back to bull cycle. I got everything I've got, right? There's still going to be another opportunity. This is not going to be the last bull market. We're not close to the end of this bull market. I want to be clear about that. We're not close to the end. But if you can immerse yourself into what we're talking about on a daily basis, and you can watch what we're doing on the trades, the thinking going behind what I'm doing with moving the money around for the 1K to 10K challenge, you can learn to fish. You can really learn how to do all this. It's not easy. In 2 weeks, you're not going to become an expert. You're just not, okay? But copying my trades and copying what we're doing in the challenge, that's a shortcut. Yeah, you may be able to turn 1K into 10K, but what are you going to do with it after that? You're not going to be able to always copy what I'm doing. That's why I don't have, and I get so many people asking about this. I get emails every single day. We do not have a special Telegram channel or a special email list or special anything where we tell you what we're doing before we do it. That's not a thing. I don't do that. I don't want to do that. I want to teach you. This is an educational challenge or channel. I used to call it edutainment because we're educating and we're informative. Education and or entertaining. I'm sorry, edutainment.
That was entertaining right there.
God, sometimes. How do I do what I do? Edutainment, because it's educational and it's entertainment. Is the two things together. But you come maybe for the entertainment, but you stay for the education. Because we are teaching you how to make money in cryptocurrency every single day. You can't miss if you do the principles and the work and the knowledge and or you get the knowledge or the studying. You can't miss. It's a slam dunk. That's what you've got to get into your head. This short term, like I'm going to turn $1,000 into $1 million in a week, it's not going to happen. If you learn the lessons, and some of them are expensive lessons. Some of them are expensive lessons. I got hacked one time for $2,500 when that was a large amount of money to me. But you know what? I learned from that, and it's never happened again. And when you guys do lose and you get wrecked, you got to look at those as you're paying for a lesson, a very valuable lesson. That $2,500 lesson keeps me from having to learn a six-figure lesson down the road. And so I hope you guys understand what I'm saying here. So back to the Bitcoin chart, I did just want to show you guys where the wick is right now. Like right now, the wick for the monthly chart is down like 24.46%. I do think that we will close higher than it's sitting at right now. Actually, let me measure that from the regular candles. That's the wrong. It's not nearly that big, actually. Yeah, we forgot we had to change the candles last time. The wick for this one, because I didn't think it was very far, it's only 9.6. So we're really still kind of in bullish territory for Bitcoin, but we do think the March is a time we can get a pretty decent pullback. So just be on the alert from that. What am I doing in the short term on Bitcoin? I'm not doing that much, really. I'm not really looking to trade today. We're going to get started on our challenge tomorrow. We'll put like 10K over in a new account, and we'll start that thing fresh and see what we can do with it. So moving on to the Ethereum chart. I know Ethereum is just getting pounded. I know earlier, golly, man, look at that. That is just so brutal. So brutal. when you look at that. Now, the reason why we use the Heiken Hashi candles, by the way, is for market cipher. That's when we generally use them. These ones are a little bit easier to read to the human eye instead of your robot eyes. But it was down at the peak 21% in one day. I get. If we go to the hourly chart, it probably looks almost the exact same. I mean, my gosh. Wow. But we did get a look at this, guys. On the 1 hour, we had a green dot. We did have 2 green dots, though. We had one that looked like a fake out. And one thing I'll say is that me and Mr. Elron Schmeeds have been talking about trading. And, one thing we've noticed is when you get on Market Cipher, when you get these 2 green dots down here together, like when you and the hourly chart isn't nearly as reliable as some of the other ones, but when you get the 2 together, it's usually a pretty strong indication. Because what happened, now, down here we had where it was 3, so, kind of, negates it a little bit. But, like, if you look here, well, you got 2 green dots, okay? Usually what we see, and we see this on all the charts, not just our hourly chart. We see this on the 4-hour chart. We see this on a lot of the charts. When you get 2 green dots, it's because there should have been some momentum with the first one, but for whatever reason, it dumps. But then usually when you get the second one, it leads to a pretty good run-up. So, like, right here on this one, this would have been a run-up of, 12% after that one. And when we go to the 4-hour charts, it's definitely even stronger. Let me remove drawings here. So when you go to the 4-hour chart and look at this, guys, wow, okay, guys, this is big here. We may want to get that money in that account soon. We'll do it right off the stream. The reason being, guys, is because what I've just seen right here is absolutely massive on Market Cipher. Somebody says, by the way, Ben TJ heard that Grayscale is using a market maker to hold the price of ETH down so they can accumulate for their new ETH fund. Thoughts? I want to see some evidence of that. I would like to see a link or a story about that, but I would bet everything I have on that. I would bet everything I have on that. And, oh, God, I don't even know if I want to say this. But there's one thing about me, I can hardly ever hold it back.
What, talking?
Yeah, talking. God,
it sure feels like that's what's happening, that's for sure.
Sure, well, I'll say that's what's happening for sure. I believe that's happening for 100%. But, I go back to my interview with Charles. And when we look at Charles's little birdies about this is going to be a huge month for Cardano. And, when I asked him about Grayscale, and the Cardano Trust, his thing was, well, Michael and the guys there, Michael Sonnenshine's talking about, like, we don't know if the Cardano scale trust is coming. Like, they probably just made a skeleton for it. If it happens, I don't know what these little birdies are. But I'm just saying, like, I love Charles. I'm not saying anything bad about Charles. I want everybody to be clear about this. If he knows this information, then he just knows it. I don't know where he knows it from. I don't know. But we haven't got the liquidity event yet.
No.
Right? Do you know about that?
Yeah. No, I don't think it's coming. I mean, I don't think it's happened yet. There's still a big event that he's talking about, whether it's a Coinbase listing or a Grayscale Trust. I think it's got to be one of those two.
Yeah, but there's got to be an event. But I wonder if some of these birdies are telling him about Grayscale having a market maker pushing the price of ETH down, and then that money starts flowing into Cardano, and that's what we've seen.
I mean, we've seen a pretty good run-up for Cardano recently.
I'm just saying, I wonder if maybe reading the tea leaves and kind of looking in between the lines there, if maybe that's part of a liquidity event. If all of a sudden nobody's putting money in Ethereum anymore because they're holding the price back, all of a sudden the money starts going into Cardano. I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm just saying there's a non-zero chance that's what it is.
Well, and I've seen a lot of comments in the chat and other things in the research group
come up on the screen, TJ.
About some of the price action on Kraken specifically, like some of the crazy wicks. Like I think it really did wick down to 15 cents for Cardano on Kraken.
Did it really?
A lot of people got liquidated in major ways on Kraken. Like the price volatility on Kraken was much greater than it was on a lot of other exchanges. So that's just interesting.
I hate stuff like that.
I know.
I really, really hate stuff like that.
We should dig into that a little more.
Makes me want to get on the ball with some investigation. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. Let BitBoy Crypto find out who did it. Let me find out who did it.
Here we go. Look.
We already know.
Look, $700 it says on their platform. This guy says.
ETH dropped $700. If that's not a scam wick, theft by Kraken. I don't know about that Jesse Powell guy.
Didn't drop 700. It dropped down to 700.
Yeah, Jesse Powell's behind Kraken. And, I just got to say this. Y'all know I don't like Cointelegraph. I don't like them one bit. And I don't like the way they began. I don't like who they are now. I don't like a lot of stuff about Cointelegraph. I think that they work to manipulate the market quite a bit. We know that. We've seen that over and over again. Running these freaking FUD stories. They know what they're doing. Okay? CoinDesk, meh, they're not the best. They're too uppity and pretentious for me, but there are guys like Zach Seward. I really like Zach. Brady Dale, I like Brady Dale. There's some people at CoinDesk that I can look at and I can say, I like those people. There's some people there doing some good stuff. But what I will say is, Cointelegraph, man, they sure do love Jesse Powell a lot and Kraken. They put him on their top 100 most influential people of 2021. You know who didn't make it? You know who's not? You guys will love this. You know who's not in the top 100 people in cryptocurrency for influence? I don't know. The guy who's got way more social media followers than like the next two guys combined. I think the next 5 guys combined, we got more social media followers total. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Could it be that I've been coming after him a little hard? Could be. Okay. But I don't like Cointelegraph. Jesse Powell, I don't know about that guy. He seems to be one of these guys that lines up with stuff about crypto. But is he really? I don't know. I don't know enough about Jesse to make an indictment on him. But I will say that if that is a scam wick if I've ever seen one. Going down to $700 for ETH, going down to 15 cents for Cardano. Guys, don't be leverage trading Cardano. Please don't be leverage trading Cardano. I love Cardano. Y'all know. I love Cardano. It's one of my favorite coins. Cardano is my second biggest holding. I have more Cardano than Bitcoin. I want everybody to know that. Ethereum number 1, Cardano number 2, Bitcoin number 3. And then after that, it gets a little murky. I mean, it depends on what's pumping that day. Chainlink is probably number 4, the graph we have a lot of. But the point here is that I'm trying to say is that we have a lot of Cardano. We like Cardano. Don't be leverage trading altcoins. That's silly. Don't be doing that. Bitcoin is predictable. Everything starts with Bitcoin. Just leverage trade Bitcoin. That's my advice. You won't catch me. Look, you don't think it's tempting to me when I go on there on KuCoin, I see you can 5x leverage some of these crazy low cap altcoins. It's tempting, but I also ain't stupid. Kenny K says, is he related to G? Kenny
Maybe.
G? Kenny K says, DOT was down to $12.50. ETH was down to $700 for almost 15 to 20 minutes total. They blew out their shorts. Institutional had a target buy and demand the price action to be on Kraken. Wow. This could be a conspiracy. This could be a big conspiracy right here. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's sus, to say the least.
Sus. Very sus. Hey, I just realized I'm not following Binance on Twitter. Guys, make sure to come on over to Twitter and follow us there. This is where, you can find us on a daily basis, several times tweeting. Husam says, I know it sounds weird, but we really feel safe with you fighting for the people. You can bet your bottom dollar. You can bet your bottom Satoshi. I ain't going to rest till all these people are held accountable. That's for 100% sure. We don't play games on this channel. We're done not calling people out. When the people need to be called out, we are going to come at them. It doesn't matter if it's people we like. If we find out that they're doing shady stuff, we are coming after them. We want to clear this space of that. The miners have too much power. It's decentralization. All this stuff we're looking at flies right in the face of that. So, we ain't going to put up with it. But make sure you guys are following us on Twitter. We're at 139.9K. Let's see if right now we can get some people to come on over there. It's at BitBoy_crypto. You guys make sure, let's see if we can pop that up to 140K here in the next few moments. You guys know we got over 500,000. We made a typo on our thumbnail. This will actually be a collector's item one day because we fixed it. This will be a collector's item, the thumbnail typo. It says BTC his Troy. It's my Troy, dang it. Oh, God. Oh!
That was when the dump happened.
That was the dump right there. But I want to show, where's the one I wanted to show? Here's a clip from New Money Gang. By the way, I retweeted. This is Leanne laughing. Leanne's here right now. Yeah, this was her laughing, and this is where you basically learn that I make women laugh till they cry. Sometimes laugh, sometimes cry, sometimes laugh till they cry. Look at that, guys. Oh, there's Leanne. How are you doing, Leanne? Oh, she's waving from across the room. 140K, we hit it. How about that, guys? Good call. Yeah, so that's what I want to say. Make sure you guys are following us on Twitter. You get a lot of good stuff every day. Let's talk about DeFi for just a minute. Look at this. See, I just told you I don't hate CoinDesk nearly as much as I hate Cointelegraph, which used to be reversed, by the way. But, guys, crypto long and short. Where do you guys hear someone say the long and short of it a zillion times every day on the stream?
Now I say that now, by the way.
It's probably my number one go-to phrase right now is the long and the short of it, and it has been for probably a couple years. Let's see, who is this? This is from Noelle. I don't know Noelle, but it's weird. She has 2 L's in her name. Isn't that strange?
That is strange.
Her name's Noelle,
but she's double L.
She should be double L.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. She says right here, it wasn't so much the power of memes that made his remark. Where's the remark? I'm looking for the remark. Okay, so here it is. In front of the House Financial Services Committee, this is Keith Gill, a Reddit trader. He said, "I'm not a cat." All who enjoyed the video of the meeting in which a frustrated lawyer struggled with Zoom settings, we knew about that. And then they go on to talk about what a joke the whole Wall Street bets thing was, right? It was basically a big joke. Especially if you go and you apply it to the silver trading thing and the silver manipulation, leave that up there. Please, TJ. TJ tells me to say please to people. I like to say please. I just forget sometimes. I'm just so on the go. The common man is into memes. Like, let's just be honest about it. And it's hard for the institution. That's why I hate professionalism. Like, I know that sounds weird. Like, that's why I don't come in here other than when I play Bank Boy, like wearing a suit, right? We don't have a dress code here at BitBoy Crypto. I don't get into all that. You know what I hate? One of the things I hate more than anything, obviously, intellectual dishonesty is the number one thing that I hate. Another thing that I hate is pretentiousness. I hate when people are pretentious.
Me too.
God, I can't stand it. Like, don't talk above people's heads, right? Don't talk like you're smarter than everybody else. That's one reason why people resonate, or why we resonate with people on this channel, because we talk to you like you're real people. We don't talk to you like, we've got all the information and we're so smart and we'll leak it out in little dabbles. Schmeagle, all the precious information. No, we don't do that. We talk to you like you're big boys and girls, because you are, okay? And the common person out there with the Wall Street bets and with Gamestop, they're just regular folks, you know? And we've realized that the regular person has a lot of power in this system right now. Interest in DeFi is surging, and you can think GameStop. Well, a lot of those people are degens. And what we're seeing is we're seeing a lot of overflow into DeFi now, especially because of Mark Cuban, Chamath Palihapitiya. I hope I said that right. I don't know if I ever say it right.
Close enough.
I just guess. And Logan Paul, Post Malone. We're seeing a lot of people talking about NFTs and releasing NFTs. Gary Vaynerchuk, right? Gary Vaynerchuk shouted out Stash.
Yeah, our boy Stash.
Crypto Stash, let's go. You guys make sure you're following Crypto Stash on Twitter and also on YouTube. I don't know, how many subscribers is he up to now? Guys, I couldn't have even got 100 people to come over here to the BitSquad channel and subscribe. Not even 100 people.
Well, wait till they see the new show.
Wait till you see the new show. We're going to be having behind the scene. We got a guy now filming 24/7 in here. So you guys are going to see everything we do behind the scenes. So make sure you head on over to BitSquad.
Yeah, if you want to keep up with what we do in Vegas this weekend, that's all going to be over there.
Yeah, if you want to see everything we're doing in Vegas, we're going to be putting the videos over there. But we are going to do a video recap on our channel too, or no?
What do you mean?
I was thinking that we would go to Vegas, and we would have one recap video that we would put on the BitBoy Crypto channel. Are you saying no?
Yeah, we can make one, but this is going to be a daily videos.
Daily videos over here on this channel. Everything going on behind the scenes. You're going to see our office, our employees. Even though my assistant keeps trying to hide from the camera, we're going to get her on. She has no choice.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. But anyways, guys, so let's make sure you guys are also subscribed to Crypto Stash. He's building our website. The new website will be done this week from what I understand. He's got 7,000 subscribers on YouTube. He is all NFTs. Ken Bozak and Stash, two of our favorite people. They're doing a show called the NFT Beat. They talked about Phantasma on a recent episode. Everything NFTs is the future. And what we're seeing is a lot of these people from the GameStop stuff, they found themselves interested in investing. It's a rabbit hole. You guys know that. All it takes is, and I'll say this. Do you guys want to know how I became a gambling degenerate? Which
Yes.
I say tongue-in-cheek, kind of, okay? But I have gone through phases where I did have some out-of-control gambling, okay? Yeah. One of the worst things that ever happened to me in my life was when I was, I was 21, I guess. I was probably exactly 21 years old. And I had put a 12-team parlay together on baseball. $5 parlay, and maybe it was an 8-team. Whatever it is, it was 8 to 12 teams, and I hit every single one. And I made like $1,500 off of $5, right? I was hooked after that. You know, I just thought I could do it all the time. And I would just keep trying to like put all these parlays together, use all this science in my head, you know, brain sport science. Try to put it together, make all these wins. Once you realize how much money's out there and that through your strategy or intelligence or whatever you want to say, like you can make a lot of money, it is addicting. And for a lot of these guys with the GameStop stuff, it was a fluke. It was a fluke that they made that much money by all going and piling in the same stock. Now, a lot of them lost their money. We're going to talk about losing money tonight at 6 p.m. on our video and the mental stuff that goes on behind that. But, you know, it was a fluke that they made so much money with these crazy low cap, or not, they would be mid caps in crypto, or even high caps. I think it was like $84 billion in GameStop. But was that right? Is that right?
I don't know.
I think GameStop was worth $84 billion. Look that up. That was a number I had in my brain. Maybe I'm wrong. But once you realize you can make that much money, it becomes an obsession. That's why a lot of you guys are here right now, is because you're obsessed with making money in crypto. And so, obviously, the traditional Wall Street game is totally rigged, and everybody knows that. And you don't even have access to those higher level of derivatives markets. It's hard to long and short. Robinhood actually announced today, I found out, that they're going to be starting crypto withdrawals, by the way. Did you hear that?
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's their new plan to get people back, because people realized that even Robinhood was rigging the game. And so DeFi is kind of the next level of investing degen, right? And so we're seeing some carryover between GameStop, and maybe this has something to do with why Binance Smart Chain is blown up so big. So, but let's move on to the last thing, and I just want to talk to you guys about this because it's got to be said, and I think it's very important. I get a lot of people, two people actually, very close to me, asked me the same question, which was, should they sell a house and take that money and put it into cryptocurrency? And I told them both no. I said, no, that is not smart. Here's why. There's still a lot of potential in this bull run left, right? If you were able to sell a house tomorrow, and I'm saying you in general, the people I was talking about or talking to, if you could sell a house tomorrow and take that money and put it into cryptocurrency today, might not be a bad idea, honestly. Now, I'm not telling you to go do that, okay? It's never a good idea to sell a house and put it in crypto. But there's still a lot of potential left in this bull run. However, by the time you would sell a house and go through a closing and then get the money out and then be able to put it in crypto, we'll be a few months down the road, at least. And now you're talking about the risk reward between how long is left in this bull market, how much you can make, and then how much you could lose if you don't time it right. There becomes a very large disparity between those two things. And you have to remember, crypto is speculative. And we know this. We saw in 2017, there were so many people that took out loans at the peak of the market when Bitcoin was at $20,000. To be fair, that was only like a 36-hour period. In reality, between $16,000 and $20,000 is where people were doing crazy stuff like taking loans all of those people got severely punished. If you would ask me whether I think it's a good idea or not to take a loan to buy crypto, I'm going to tell you no 10 times out of 10. It is not a good idea to take a loan. Because at the end of the day, while we can generally predict where these prices are going, look at my Ethereum by 2,500 Valentine's Day prediction. Everything looked dead on for that. We looked at the way that Bitcoin performed after it hit its all-time high. And then if we looked at the general technicals for Ethereum with the trailing stop and all kinds of different charts we looked at, all of the technicals for Ethereum says it should be pushing way up. Grayscale's buying. They're probably manipulating on the other side like we've talked about. But everything said my prediction was going to hit. Didn't even come close. We had $1,530 today. A week and a day after the prediction, we were back in the 1500s. The reason is this is all speculative. We can do the best analysis, the best research, the best education. We can give you the best prognostication of where Bitstradamus believes that the price is going to go. But at the end of the day, it's all speculation. Something could happen tomorrow that could wreck the entire market. Probably isn't going to happen. It's getting almost too strong for that. But it could still happen. When you go out and you take a loan, to buy crypto, here's where people got in trouble. You go take a loan for $20,000 to buy Bitcoin. You put the money in, and now you've got an interest payment that you have to make, okay? Price of Bitcoin drops instead of goes up. Or it goes up, you don't time it right, and then it plunges below the total amount that you took. Not only do you owe the money that you borrowed, you owe the interest on top, and then to take that even further, what you borrowed what you put it in is no longer even worth the amount of money that it was when you got it. So the amount you owe starts getting bigger. The amount you have is getting smaller instead of the other way around. And this is a question I have so many people that ask me, and they've asked me since the bear market. I even said in the bear market, do not take out loans to buy cryptocurrency. Do not sell your house to buy cryptocurrency. Now look, if you refinance your house and you get $30,000 out and you want to take a portion of that and put it into crypto, that may not be the end of the world, okay? $5,000, $10,000, and you have $30,000 out, you still kept more than you put in. But at the end of the day, you don't want to get into that nightmare situation that causes you eventually to go bankrupt trying to chase $1 million. And that's not going to be a winning mindset, right? Only risk what you can afford to lose. And when you're taking a loan to buy crypto, you can't afford to lose it because you had to take a loan to get it in the first place. So what I would say to you is just remember, no matter how sure about stuff that we think that we are, crypto is still speculative, and this morning speaks to that more than anything else. So guys, drop your comments down below. Let us know what you think about the dump today. What do you think about F2Pool? We know a lot of you guys thought that, it was a good thing that they did it. Some thought it was a bad thing. Make sure to drop those comments down below. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.
Everybody